There she is again, the IKEA.
I don't know what I was talking about.
So we're at the North Side Bar.
It's not the North Side, it's the North Star.
Oh yeah, so edit that. And look, here's the, why can I not think of the name of that thing? Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Must See Adventure. If you recognize any of this landscaping, and if I move my arm just a little bit more, you might recognize that, the IKEA. We are docking back in Southampton. I got the shirt back on. We were standing here just a week ago, leaving Southampton, and now we have returned. It actually looks really pretty back here. We were standing here 1 week ago today, super excited, dancing, ready for an amazing adventure, and you know what? It lived up to the hype. It was incredible. We'll talk about more what we're doing today. We have to go get some breakfast, so I'm getting weighed by the girls, so let's go up to the Windjammer again for some breakfast.
Like we do on most mornings, we made our way to the Windjammer for breakfast. Most of the ship was pretty frantic that morning with disembarkment back in Southampton. But for us, we had a relaxed morning as we were staying on the ship. The only requirement we had that morning was to make our way to the main dining room to check out and get our new sea passes. When we went to the main dining room to check out, it was a bit chaotic. There was a long line as there were, I think, over 200 people who were staying on for back-to-back sailings. Once they started the process though, it was very smooth, and we were able to just walk in, get our new sea pass cards, scan them in, and head back out onto the ship. It was awesome because our stateroom was ready right away, and our stateroom host had cleaned it for us, so we were all set to enjoy the ship for the morning.
It is quite the line for the back-to-back. A lot more people than we thought were.
There's a lot of people staying on.
But it makes sense though. I mean, they're two cool cruises, and if you're coming from the States, it's a long way to travel.
We're coming from a long way away from anywhere.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we got time. We got nothing but time. We had another great breakfast at the Windjammer. So let's talk about the Windjammer a little bit. I'm not the biggest buffet person, but I think it's pretty solid for what it is. The breakfast spread is nice. One day, it was day 6, they had the craziest lunch. It was just like this. It said buffet number 10. I don't know what that was. They're selling some kind of anniversary or whatever, but they had 10 carving stations. Maybe that's what the 10 was for. Freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. It was an unbelievable spread. So they can put out some stuff. There was, so when you're on the ship for 7 days, you're going to go to the breakfast buffet a lot. Sometimes you're going to hit up that lunch buffet, and it was very repetitive, I would say, at times, but for the most part, very enjoyable. We sat in the same spot every time, too. If we weren't outside, we're in the back of the restaurant. Really, really cool spot, we thought. So we've been just loving the ship, and we are so excited that we get to explore some more. There are things we haven't done. I haven't been to Vintages. We didn't do as much pool time as we wanted. Or play pool that you can do in the music hall. So we have a list of things that we want to accomplish for this sailing, plus all the amazing excursions and ports we're going to. We're going to France and Spain. We were just in Norway. We were just in Belgium. Now we're going to Spain. Now we're going to France. The adventures continue. And guess what? We're in the same stateroom. We don't have to unpack. We don't even have to leave the ship. If you can see behind me, people are leaving the ship. We get to stay on. It is unbelievable how they do their back-to-backs. I thought we were going to have to get off the ship, stay in a holding area for a while, go through security again. Nuh-uh, none of that. We are on the ship still. I would say we're going to have the ship to ourselves, but there's actually 200 people that are doing back-to-back, so very popular back-to-back sailing. But still, it's going to be very limited for who's on the ship for the next couple hours. We already have our new sea passes and everything, so we're excited. Standing in the dock of Southampton again as we sail Anthem of the Seas. Let's go have some more fun on day 8. The first cruise is done. Are you excited for cruise number 2?
I am excited for cruise number 2. This cruise number 2 was going to be originally the only cruise we were going to do. So it was the first one I was excited for. And then I got really excited for Norway, but I'm still very excited for the next cruise.
Can I play rapid fire with you? Remember over a week ago we played rapid fire at the Boston airport?
I do. That felt like forever.
Up for like forever ago, right? Can I play that game with you again?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. Main dining or Windjammer?
Main dining.
No,
Windjammer.
Okay. Okay.
Windjammer.
So you're taking into account everything you can get at Windjammer, like the breakfast and lunch too?
Also the people at Windjammer.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, good morning. Stavanger or Olden?
Olden.
Olden or Flam?
Olden.
Flam or Stavanger?
Stavanger.
Ghent or Bruges?
We didn't go to Bruges.
I know, it was a trick question. Basketball in the SeaPlex or roller skating?
Basketball in the SeaPlex. You know when I said I skinned my knee? I didn't skin my knee. I got this huge bruise.
Oh my gosh. You definitely got bruised up.
Yeah.
Borello's or Schooner Bar?
Schooner.
Schooner Bar or Music Hall?
Neither. I mean both. I like them both.
You like them both.
They're both different, but I think I'd have to go Schooner Bar just because it can get really, really loud in the music hall and it's sometimes too much.
270 or the Royal Theater?
I'd say the Royal Theater because I think that's where more of the shows are, and I think 270 is like a weird mix between Spectra's cabaret and like other things, but I think I liked everything I saw in the Royal Theater.
Yeah, the atmosphere in 270 is better, but like I think the shows are better in the Royal Theater, like you're saying. Very good observation. How about we do the chocolate milk or the white milk?
They're both good. It depends on what you're feeling.
The hash brown potato or the breakfast potatoes?
I think I'm gonna go with the hash brown.
Okay.
I know you're more of a breakfast potato, but the hash browns remind me a lot of the potato pancakes they have at the Germany Pavilion during like the food festivals, and they're really good.
Pull tabs or straight up bingo?
I'm gonna have to maybe go pull tabs because that's what I want.
right, exactly.
But the bingo is fun. It's just like you know someone's gonna win, and it's probably not gonna be you.
Cafe Promenade or why can I not think of my place?
Cafe 270?
Yeah, sure. We'll go Cafe 270.
I would say the Promenade.
Okay. Promenade or
Sorrento's?
Sorrento's, thank you. Why can I think of
Sorrento's?
Sorrento's.
I think out of the non-Windjammer main dining, I ate the most Sorrento's.
And you have not been to the hot dog truck, right?
No, I have not.
So we can't put that in there.
No, but I'm not a big fan of like sandwiches.
Yeah.
So I actually like the pizza better than the sandwiches. I know I've said I don't really like pizza, but Sorrento's is actually pretty good.
Coffee or soda in the morning?
Coffee in the morning.
Outdoor seating or indoor seating?
I kind of want to say indoors, just because the winds sometimes make the food already gets kind of cold kind of fast, which you can't really control. But the wind just speeds up the process, and you get a lot of the same views inside because it's all windows. So I think I'd go inside.
Best dessert in the main dining so far?
Ooh, probably the apple cobbler I had yesterday.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be your answer. That's why I asked it. Do you have a best entree in the main dining so far?
It's hard to remember. We didn't go every day. Maybe the chicken and leek pie I had the first day.
Okay. We'll do a couple more because this video is going long. I like playing these rapid fire games though. This won't be a rapid fire this or that. It'll just be what is your best poster on deck 7? Because there's a lot of art work on the hallways. What's your favorite on deck 7?
You know the answer. It is this. It's so stupid. It's just on the wall. It's this guy and this girl, and the girl's just like smiling away, and this guy is just swung a guitar over his shoulder, and he just has the stupidest expression on his face. I love it. I have to appease him every time I walk by, and I will pat his shoulder.
And who do you think is like a mashup of?
Okay, I think he looks like Michael Cera. My mom also sees it, but she also sees a little bit of Pete Davidson. So I've been calling him Pete Cera.
All right, we'll drop a photo of him right in here. All right, thanks for playing them. So this is kind of interesting being on the ship as all the passengers have left. Right. So the room,
like 300 people on the ship or something.
300 people on the ship plus the crew, and you got the room hosts are cleaning the room. So it's kind of funny just seeing all the doors open in the staterooms as they clean. But we just been called to go to 270. They want all the. Oh, you might hear it again. Hold on.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We urgently require the following guests to immediately proceed to the gangway located on deck number 5.
Not us. turns out that was not a mandatory briefing in 270, just an invitation for some coffee and tea. A lot of people were confused, but hey, it got us down to 270 where, you know, they have amazing roast beef sandwiches. So
we figured since they invited us for tea, we may as well have some. We were here. Also, this is our muster station, which I don't think opens until 10:30. So we might want to just hang out down here for a few minutes, do our muster, maybe see about getting our cups for our soda package before we go up and explore some more.
And put on some swimsuits maybe, or basketball. So many things to do. We love this ship. There's so much to do, and we're excited to spend another week on Anthem of the Seas. And my question for you two is, what would you call this piece of artwork behind you?
I think it's some sort of an instrument, like a trombone or a trumpet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of all twisted up.
Yeah.
Torn.
Very cool. Well, we got our soda mugs, and this is where you sign up for your dining, which we already booked a package for. So we're just waiting now.
During the changeover between sailings, we had the unique opportunity to be one of just a few hundred people on board the ship, so we did a little bit of exploring while the ship was mostly empty. While we did that, we decided to pick up our new drink mugs for our soda package, and we also were some of the first people to be able to reserve our specialty dining for the dining package that we had booked in advance. Because we had booked a dining package in advance for multiple specialty dining experiences, we had to make reservations aboard the ship. We couldn't do it in advance. So we went to a counter in front of one of the restaurants where we were able to make our dining reservations for the rest of the sailing. After making our reservations, we headed back to the stateroom to relax for a few minutes and then put our swimsuits on to head up to the pool deck.
Pool all to ourselves.
This is so great. The water is so warm. It's great. And look at all this room here. It's a big pool for a ship.
We are in the main indoor pool, so this is not the solarium, this is like the family area.
And today is the best day to do it because there's like chairs galore. There's a whole pool open.
Right?
It's amazing.
And the water feels amazing in here.
It makes me feel like a
Yeah.
VIP.
Makes me feel how I did in the solarium, honestly. This feels really great.
The difference though,
Oh yeah, sorry.
The difference though is that in the solarium, because they have those tiered pools, they're more like a hot tub depth. They're very shallow with bench seating, whereas this is an actual swimming pool,
Right.
and so it's 5 feet deep. It's actually pretty deep. Like I can't touch. Well, I guess I can. I just touch like with my toes.
You can touch after all.
I can touch,
Yeah.
but it's a deeper pool.
Yeah, I
Which is
love
nice.
it. I love
And
it.
it's super warm.
It's refreshing. Let's get my hair wet. Woo! That felt so good.
For us, the indoor pool area was really unique as we've only sailed on a ship with an outdoor pool deck. We really enjoyed the indoor pool, especially on this sailing, because it was nice for the climate. Even though our weather was great on this trip, I could see where it would really come in handy for a cold weather sailing.
So I've been to the Sunshine Bar. I've been to the bar up here. I've not been to the pool bar in the indoor pool. It's the same menu at all three, it turns out, but they have this awesome pineapple guava sangria, which is my go-to. So I got to go with that one again, right? Just chatting with the lovely Maria. She just made me my favorite drink on the ship. Hello. Awesome. Cheers, mates. Not sure if we talked about this on the last sailing, but the towel situation is kind of interesting here. So you just don't go up and grab towels from like a bin or some kind of storage rack. You actually talk to a crew member, scan your SeaPass card, and let them know how many towels they give you, then they give them to you. But the catch is you have to return them. It is a $25 charge per towel. And I'll let you know, these towels are not worth $25. They're obviously used a lot. I mean, they're nice, but you don't want to spend $25 per towel. So you got to remember to return your towels. We do it after every time we swim, which I just did right now. Ooh, we're in line for ice cream. Let's get some ice cream. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Royal Caribbean invited all of the back-to-back cruisers to a special lunch at the Grande restaurant. It was a nice change of pace from the chaotic Windjammer, which usually is quite busy on sail away day.
So we're doing the back-to-back specialty lunch. What are your thoughts early on, Liz?
I really like it. So what's nice is we haven't been able to sit in this dining room. We're in Grande right now, or Grande?
Grande? I don't know. Reminds me of the golf course in Jackson, Michigan.
So anyway, we're in this dining room, and typically this is only available for early dining, which we have not done. So it's nice to get to experience the dining room, and also it is so quiet and empty in here right now. So it's really nice because normally on boarding day, the Windjammer is really busy. Super peaceful down here and relaxed.
Yep. Let's enjoy some lunch.
The only problem was that the food wasn't quite the best, but the atmosphere was great and it was nice and relaxing, and it was nice to do something different for a change since we'd been on the ship for a whole week.
So I had one of these on the last thing and it was so good. Let's try it again. It's the royal cheesecake.
It's actually not called.
It's not called the royal cheesecake.
The New York cheesecake. It was the first time.
It was. Maybe it'll be the royal cheesecake tonight. Right now, it's just called New York style cheesecake.
Is it different?
It tastes lovely. Last Friday, we were in the SeaPlex. I'm actually wearing the same shirt. You're a little different, I think.
Yeah.
And we played pig/horse.
We played both.
We played both. I won both. Emilee's been talking about revenge. We came up here yesterday. It was pretty crowded. They're doing open skate is what it was. We got the basketball open house. Here we go. Another game of horse. Let's video it for you all to see. Put in your comments who do you think is going to win a game of horse. For the yellow and white meat. All right, you got to dribble a couple times, go under the hoop, and do a reverse layup. That's an H. 110. Off the head, you catch it wherever it lands, and you shoot it.
Thank God he had missed.
So what did you do?
You bounced it and then set it up in. Yeah, but you have to bounce it first. Woo! This looks like a lawsuit waiting to happen. This dirty floor that everyone's been running on?
I know.
Can I forfeit?
You can forfeit. Oh, you almost made it? An old Scotty G favorite. Through the hoop, off the hoop, back in the hoop. Throw it way up in the air, it bounces twice, you catch it, and shoot. Twice.
1, 2.
Oh! Who's the champion? What is happening over here?
even happening here? I thought they were playing ping pong. After some time in the SeaPlex, we thought it would be a good idea to visit the North Star. The North Star is a unique feature on Quantum-class Royal Caribbean ships, and it's basically a pod that goes up on a robotic arm into the air. You get some really cool views of the ground below, and you're pretty high up above the ship.
So we're getting ready to go on the North Star, something we didn't do on the last sailing, so excited to give that a shot today. At the North Star bar as well, got me a not pineapple, this is a watermelon, one of those other fruits. So watermelon margarita, cheers. It's tasty. I like this spot. This is actually kind of like deck 16 almost of the ship, almost about as high as it gets. Really lovely views from up here. Loved sailing through the fjords when we were up here the other day. So, all right, cheers. Let's. I had to weigh myself to get on the North Star, so passed the test. Didn't gain that much weight on the first sailing, so we're good to go. Cleared for takeoff.
When we went up in the North Star pod, Emmalee was a little bit nervous because she's afraid of heights. But the pod moved really slowly and smoothly, and it was quite large, holding about 25 people, even though I think there were only about a half dozen or so with us that day. To book these, you can do it straight in the Royal Caribbean app. When you're in port, you can get a complimentary North Star experience.
There we go.
These are shorter experiences that are about 15 minutes long, and they just go straight up on the arm. When you're at sea, you can also book extended experiences that will take you over the edge of the ship, but those are only available on sea days, and they cost about $60 or $70 per person during our sailing.
All right, we are at the very top of the North Star. What do you think?
It's pretty cool.
I think it's awesome.
Get me off this thing.
What'd you say?
Get me off this thing.
Once we got up in the pod, we could see some really great views of the whole ship from up above and all of Southampton. We could see some interesting shipping containers, we saw the IKEA, we saw some cool buildings out in the village, and could see traffic coming to and from the port. I really enjoyed the North Star experience, and I would definitely do it again.
So what's the reward for doing the North Star? Ice cream. Ice cream! So it's been a pretty chill day. Look at, Emilee's just chilling on the veranda, listening to some music. We did the North Star, which was awesome. We've just been hanging out, relaxing. We've been on the ship for a while, so we're not in a rush to do all this stuff. Oh, we did the back-to-back lunch in the, which restaurant was it?
In the Grande.
In the Grande, or the Grande, I don't know whatever the heck it is. It was pretty nice. I would say the steak was not good. I don't know. We have a Chops reservation later on in the cruise. Hopefully I can have a good steak there, because Liz had a steak in the main dining on the last cruise. The steak today was just, I don't know what it was. What did you call it, Emmalee? I love the way you described it.
Cruise meat.
Cruise meat. Perfect explanation. But we're getting ready to sail once again out of Southampton. There's the IKEA. We are ready. We are pumped. Spain, France, here we come. The gardeners are ready for you.
During our first sailing, we went up on the top deck for sail away. So this time we decided to check out our own stateroom veranda. We watched the sail away from our own balcony, and then we decided to get ready for that evening's activities. We headed out to Bock to get the night started.
Day one of a new cruise, and starting off in Bock with Sorrentos, of course, right? Sail away day has the best Sorrentos.
The American combo.
They had the American combo, which has been the best pizza, I think. Got a strong bro too as well. Cheers, mates.
So up next, the thing we're kind of waiting for is at 7 p.m. they have the Name That Tune, or Name That Tune if you're British, and it is songs in reverse. We never got the chance to do that one last time, and so they're going to play popular songs backwards, and you're going to have to figure out what song it is. But here's the thing, is that I'm looking at this TV, it's saying it's in the music hall. On both of our apps, it's saying it's in Scooter Bar. So I don't know where it is, I don't know. It feels a little chaotic on this first day. We'll see how it goes.
We'll just have to send a person to both locations and get tables, basically. One thing I like about this pub is you got the Euros on normally, but right now it's rugby. And there's been a lot of rugby on in the TVs at night. That is an interesting sport. Pardon me.
What are your thoughts on cruising?
Okay, whoever came up with the idea of like cruising in cruise ships was like on something, because like, okay, picture this, a huge boat, like really, really big boat. It's like a whole like building, like houses inside the boat. And on the boat, you can eat all you want. Whatever you want, eat it. Go for it. Don't, after dinner, just get up and leave. All you can, if you pay enough, all the drinks you want. Just drink all you want. And then it's like, here's the kick. You've got trivia. You've got music. You've got Broadway shows. It's just like all of these things to do. And then on top of that, you go to breathtaking destinations. You go and see beautiful sights.
We decided to visit the gift shops, which are a bit underwhelming on the Anthem. There are a lot of jewelry stores, and then there's also a liquor and duty-free store and some limited Royal Caribbean merchandise. There wasn't a ton of ship-specific merch, which was a little bit disappointing.
Look, it's our ship. I kind of like this model. And look, this is the North Star that were around earlier today. And look, boop, it pops off. There's the North Star. It's magnetic. Kind of cool. It's I think it's $60. I don't know if it's worth $60, but it's really cool. It says, I mean, it's the ship. I mean, this is our room is like right over here actually. Ooh, there's our room. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I won't.
A lot of evenings they had marketplaces set up in the Esplanade, which had different items for sale and a lot of good discounts available. There was also a shop that had some merchandise themed to the sailing, such as some trolls and other Norwegian items from our previous cruise. What was interesting is they didn't change that out, so it didn't become France and Spain merch for our second sailing.
Just doing a little shopping before dinner and all that, and like in the makeup store, which we did not go into on the last cruise, but it really feels like I'm like in an Ulta or something in here. I haven't seen this much on cruise ships, but kind of cool though. I like it. So I'm at my spot here in the Schooner Bar. Just absolutely love this lounge, and we thought the Name That Tune reverse style was gonna play, which like I've majored in reverse music. I'm just saying. And we get up here, and it's kind of casual. A lot of people here, but like there's no like clear sign that there's gonna be trivia. And we saw at Bock and Bass earlier that it was going to be at a different location. So we split up. The girls went downstairs. Sure enough, trivia is down here. So I'm trying to recruit other people to come down because, I mean, I know we're gonna win, but we want more competition. So let's go. Let's win some reverse music. Let's go, baby. Ooh, I made my way to the music hall finally.
So I'm gonna play each one twice.
So Scott, I'm really sorry. The craziest thing just happened and I didn't get it on film.
That's okay.
I was so flabbergasted by your dance moves up in this contest that I couldn't get my phone out in time. And then even when I did, Emmalee tells me I wasn't actually recording. So I missed it all.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a rock star.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. All right, thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all cruise.
All right, so
man.
see, I'm not the only one. You're hearing it live. Scott just went and won a dance contest. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it was the reverse Name That Tune. They played very long clips, so I think a lot of people were doing really well with it. So we had a 20 out of 20. Other groups had a 20 out of 20. So the deciding factor was a dance-off. I wanted Emmalee to go. We didn't know it was going to be a dance-off. I had a feeling it was going to be a dance-off.
He did have a feeling it'd be a dance-off.
What if I went up there?
The thing is, there's no way that Emmalee or I could have done what you just did.
So the girls sent me up. So I will say, the last song was Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. I had a little hunch that our boy Nick was going to play Smooth Criminal again. So I was like, all right, if he plays Smooth Criminal, I got to try to bust a moonwalk somewhere on there. And sure enough, he went with Smooth Criminal. So I started off. Have you ever seen Smooth Criminal? He starts off with his hat. Like he does this move with his hat. So I did that. I did the moonwalk, and I honestly don't even. I blacked out. I don't even know what else I did.
Because you were a maniac out there.
A number 9 maniac.
Was the song. I was a maniac.
The crowd went wild. I mean, so multiple people come up to him to say something, but one man even came downstairs from upstairs just to wait for him to get done dancing so he could talk to him.
Shit, he wanted to shake my hand.
He asked me. He came over and he said, "Is he yours? Is that one yours?" And I was like, "Yep, that's mine."
Awesome.
Good job, Scott.
That was a lot of fun. I think I worked up an appetite for some dinner now, right?
Probably.
Let's go.
All right, how many Americans do we have?
Woo!
I got one of the answers.
It was madness in Brass and Bock, or 90s trivia. I mean, it was a jam house. Everyone was standing. We luckily had some stools. There was a very drunk Brit. I mean, this guy was hammered. His name was Darren.
He's not gonna remember the.
He's not gonna remember talking to me. I promise you that. He was really drunk. It took like 30 minutes to get my drink at Brass and Bock. So I brought it here to dinner, which works out wonderfully. This is the old fashioned from there. Probably the best old fashioned on the ship, I'd say, at this moment. So cheers to a wonderful dinner here in the American Icon. If you did the artist, I think it was like, play that fucking music, I think is like Wild Cherry. What am I doing? My breath is gone. Yeah, I'm gonna butter this crumb.
We had dinner in the main dining room, and we were surprised to find that they had switched us from my time dining to a designated dining time. At first, we weren't sure that we wanted to do that, but then we found our table and we met our amazing dining staff. They were so friendly, and we knew that they were going to be a great experience for the rest of the cruise. They even let Emmalee order 3 desserts for dinner.
So sometimes when you cruise, you eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, ridiculous number of hamburgers, and sometimes you have 2 cheesecakes in one day. Let's go for it.
The nice thing about spending 14 nights on the Anthem was that we were never in a rush to do anything. So that evening we were able to just really take our time, relax, and enjoy the ship. We went to a couple of the lounges and caught the welcome show in the main theater.
All right, so we're gonna call it night. It's just about midnight and we lose an hour today, so getting kind of late. It was just an awesome day, as you saw. After dinner, we just were hanging out and went to the show, quizzes, lounging, just really in the moment, lots of laughs and all that. So just a great first day of Cruise 2, and tomorrow we're still at sea. So it's gonna be jam-packed with lots of activities on the ship. As always, thanks for liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff. And I'm happy that you're taking this journey with us as we're on our second cruise, making our way to France. So thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you at sea.